Yo, what's up guys, Simon Cyphers. Here comes my X-Saber Decklist.
Yeah, we'll start right off with the double full troll. I play 2 instead of 3 because I've test played 3 quite a bit, and it's been, I don't know, it's pretty good, but sometimes it's inconsistent. So I play 2 because it's really easy to get with the triple Dark Soul on the deck. And then I play double Pashul. Obvious. I mean, you play Reinforced Truth, which is basically like it pretty much brings them out at the end phase, or when you're during your opponent's main phase 1, you can bring them out if you know he can't destroy it. So then you can't attack your life points, and then you'll have Pashul on the field. That's only if you have like nothing on the field other than your Reinforced Truth. You use your Reinforced Truth. Or if you MSTs it, you can just bring up Pashul again. I like Reinforced Truth, so I'll show you that later when we get to the trap lineup. I play double Bogart Knight because 3 is too much, because mainly what you do with Bogart Knight is you use either a Pashul, you either use a Pashul to get a Hunley, or you use a Ragigura to get full troll to your hand, and then you can summon that full troll. And then we got triple full helm knight. I pretty much, some people don't play any, but I think then if maybe on your first turn, if you have it and you put it down and then you negate the attack on your opponent's first turn, it's really good. And it's a really easy card to side out with your side deck. So yeah, it's plus with his effect you can get Dark Soul and get a Hunley to destroy more back row. And then I play double Emmer's Blade. I was playing 3, but I find this a lot more consistent because, you know, you don't really need 3. If you need a third one, your deck is too slow. So you set this on the first turn if you don't have Dark Soul. That's pretty much what Emmer's Blade does. Or you can get Gotham's or Hunley. Then triple Dark Soul. This guy's effect is easy. You pretty much get a Bogart Knight or a full troll to your hand with this effect, unless you already have them. Obviously, then you get either a full Helm Knight or like a Ragigura. That's Dark Soul's effect. Really simple to use. You know what I mean? And then Ragigura. I play Ragigura as it's a tech choice in my opinion, because not everybody plays with Ragigura. But it's just so broken. You can use full troll in the very beginning of the duel, and then you can just be like, you can use them both actually, and then the people will be like, oh, I destroyed both their full troll. Alright, that's pretty much my game, right? And then your Ragigura and Bogart Knight, you use Bogart Knight and then Ragigura, and then you get the full troll to hand, and then you summon your full troll, and that's just, it's a troll. As a no pun intended. Well, obviously there is, but. And then this is my one proxy in the deck. If you want to see this, what this card looks like, it's called X-Saber Decklist. It's on my other deck list. I just let my friend borrow it, so I don't have it right now. But it's on my other X-Saber Decklist. That's like 3 minutes long, and yeah, this deck list is gonna be longer, obviously, because I got way too many complaints. Hand traps. When I get Prohibition, I will be getting rid of a effect failure, maybe even 2, and maining 1 or 2 Prohibition. But for right now, I have DD Crow, triple effect failure, and Gores. It also might be 1 Prohibition and 1 DD Crow. I might have put in a second DD Crow and put in 1 Prohibition. But for right now, it's 3 effect failure, a Gores, and a DD Crow for my hand traps. And then that's the monster lineup. On to the spells. Solemn Judgment. This is my Solemn Brigade because I personally, Solemn Warning, I just don't play Solemn Warning anymore because there's so many other ways to destroy the monsters without paying 2,000 life points. Like compulsory, I play 2. Because they can summon an Inzector and then you just compulse it, and then they're a turn behind on what they want to do. Same thing with windups. They're a whole turn behind if you can pulse the right monster. And then I also play one bottomless. And yeah, I play one bottomless for 1500 attack, and it gets banished. And then I play one Dark Bribe. If you guys have seen my other deck lists, I mainly use it for Monster Born and Dark Hole, but I can use it for Heavy Storm. You can use it. It's really good. Like almost any trap that they use that will almost ruin your game, you can just set it. I mean, like you can have an OTK and they use Mirror Force. It's their only set card. You use Dark Bribe, you pretty much can win with Dark Bribe. And I play one Torrential. There's no reason to main deck 2 Torrential with this deck, because if you play it right, this deck should be faster than your opponent's deck, unless of course they're using like Injectors. I play one Call the Haunted because if you have a bunch of monsters in the graveyard, you can use the Call of the Haunted and one of the Godam's E-Call and get 3 monsters on the field, and probably a Synchro too if you play it right. And get like Raggy Girl with the Call of the Hunted and get a full troll to hand. I play double D Prison. I side deck Mirror Force instead of maining it, because with the compulsory and bottomless and 2 D Prison, you should not need to Mirror Force anything. So like, they should not, unless you play the deck wrong, they should not have more than 2 monsters on the field. And pretty much you can deprison them or compulse them or bottomless them, and you should not need Mirror Force. And I play one Reinforced Truth for the Pashul. I mean, you can. It can be end phase, Reinforced Truth. Next turn you have Bogart Knight and Full Helm Knight in your hand, and a Dark Soul in the grave, and a full troll in your hand, and you're gonna win almost pretty much. The Hunley Destroy back row. Then 2 Godam's E-Call, because 3 is way too much. You're not gonna have. I mean, like if you draw this on your first turn, that sucks. And if you have 3, the odds are a little bit higher to do that, and you don't need to do that. That's the trap lineup. Here's the spells. Book of Moon, MST, Monster Born, Dark Hole. I do not use Heavy Storm because of Hanley, but I do use Pot of Avarice right now. And I've been thinking about getting rid of it, but I'm still questioning because of all like the ways to summon from your graveyard. But I mean, like if you have 3 Effect Failures, a Decro, and Gores in your graveyard, you can Pot of Avarice all 5 of your hand traps. But here's and then I also use Mind Control. These are the staples, and then I use Mind Control. Oh, it's sort of a staple, but not every deck is going to use it. But I use it in this deck. I use Econ for Dark Soul, which is absolutely broken. You can, if they have like 2 monsters on the field, you can, when they attack you, use Econ, destroy your Dark Soul, and take the higher attack one so they can't attack you. And then I already said Pot of Avarice. That's the spell lineup. Then here's the extra deck. I do use Exceed, just like I barely summon them, but just in case if like you have 2 Bogart Knight, I'd rather have a Blade Armor Ninja than 2 Bogart Knight because it's 2200. Then here's like the more of the cards I use. I use Naturia Beast, Wayne. I barely summon him, so you probably don't ever need him. Cataster, Barkion, double Hunley, and I don't have a Brio right now, so I'm playing Orient Dragon. If you have a Bryonic, use him instead of Orient Dragon. Then I have X-Saber Souza, and instead of a second one, because I don't have a second one right now, I'm using Scrap Archfiend, but if you have a second one, knock yourself out and put in that second one. Gothams, and then Stardust Dragon.
This was Summon and Slyfist's X-Saber Decklist video. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe.